Financial toll of this pandemic is growing. Just last week, we know that 49,000 Marylanders filed for unemployment.
But as those numbers rise, we're learning and hearing from viewers having a lot of trouble getting through the Department of Labor, getting their calls through. Many spent hours on the phone, in fact, and still ended up empty-handed. ABC 7 I-Team reporter Scott Taylor starting to dig into this. And new at 6, he has some answers on why some aren't getting those much-needed checks.
7 on your side, shocked to hear the long list of issues that ABC 7 News viewers are having trying to get the state of Maryland to fork over unemployment benefits.
Another issue that I'm also having is the fact that I've been calling the unemployment line and I can't get through.
Most people can't survive much longer, I'd say, at this point. We've waited as long as we can.
People also reaching out to the I-Team on Twitter. Regina tweets, "Somebody needs to help us. Hundreds of us, if not more."
Each week that we file, we get the process numbers as though the claim has been accepted, but then there's no payments.
Can you tell me why people can't get anyone from your department on the phone or online or through email?
Sure. So I would first tell you that we are speaking to thousands of customers every single day, both on the phone and by email, but we understand that it is very difficult to reach us.
Another problem. On April 24th, in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, Maryland was federally mandated to launch a new website called Beacon. It's designed to be a much more user-friendly one-stop application for unemployment claims.
There is definitely a glitch in the system.
The state admits Beacon, run by Sagatech, based in St. Paul, Minnesota, had issues, but right now there isn't a glitch.
I'm not aware of a specific glitch that you might be talking about. We certainly had a rough rollout the first weekend that we launched because the system, the servers were not prepared for the volume, even though we had tested and the vendor told us that they were.
What would you tell people who haven't seen any money from your department for weeks?
I would say, please be patient. Please continue to call.
The state installed a new phone system over the weekend, adding hundreds of phone lines. It's hiring more workers, and it's expanding its contract with Sagatech.
Are you disappointed about the way your department has failed to get money in some families' bank accounts as soon as possible?
I think that my employees that are working 12 and 20-hour days are doing the very best they can.
How difficult has this been for you, Jessica?
Extremely difficult because bills don't stop.
After I reached out to the Maryland Department of Labor, they resolved all 4 of our viewers' issues, but I do know there's more people out there who need help. So email me at the station or hit me up on Twitter. In Baltimore, Maryland, Scott Taylor, ABC 7 News.
On your side is getting results tonight for Marylanders still having problems getting those unemployment payments.
The Maryland Department of Labor says it has paid out more than $2 billion of unemployment since the COVID-19 pandemic started. And as 7 on your side, I-Team reporter Scott Taylor explains there's now a new plan to get more payments out.
Right now, there are more than 70,000 people in Maryland still waiting for their unemployment checks. Thousands haven't seen a dime in months and are now watching others head back to work.
I mean, I'd like to say that something's working. For me, nothing's working.
We broke down the numbers. Just over 500,000 claims have been processed and about 360,000 people got paid. The bad news, just over 96,000 were denied benefits and 70,000 people, or 13%, are still waiting. 3 weeks ago, 7 on your side alerted the Maryland Department of Labor our viewers had big problems.
I was on hold one day for 6 hours straight.
I have now personally responded to and forwarded more than 1,000 emails from viewers to Maryland Secretary of Labor Tiffany Robinson. We expressed your frustration to Secretary Robinson just 2 weeks ago.
Can you tell me why people can't get anyone from your department on the phone or online or through email?
Sure. So I would first tell you that we are speaking to thousands of customers every single day, both on the phone and by email, but we understand that it is very difficult to reach us.
Robinson's office is now calling or emailing all of her viewers. So now some have money in their pockets to finally buy groceries, pay rent, and pick up their medication.
Finally, once you all had got involved, 7 on Your Side, and thanks to you, Scott, I finally received all of my benefits.
7 on Your Side helped me because had you guys not intervened, I probably would not have gotten my benefits.
Gia in an email says she got all her back pay, adding, "We almost lost hope, but you've rescued us."
It was out of our control, and you gave us a lifeline.
The state is installing a new online solution that claims should speed up the process for 78% of the remaining 70,000 outstanding claims.
I'm telling you, you guys are great. You're doing a great job. And I've told other people about it. I said, hey, get a hold of Scott Taylor, okay?
The main headquarters for the Department of Maryland in Baltimore is still closed to the public, but 3 call centers, including this one here in College Park, Maryland, is up and running and taking your calls. I've been told more than 200 workers trying to solve your problems every day of the week. In College Park, Maryland, Scott Taylor, ABC 7 News.
A woman just filed a lawsuit against the district and says she is owed 5 weeks of unemployment benefits.
7 on Your Side I-Team reporter Scott Taylor broke this today on Twitter and explains how the woman claims 30 hours of phone calls, emails, and online work got her nowhere.
Many in D.C. are heading back to work, but others not as lucky. And after more than a month of trying to collect her unemployment benefits from D.C.'s Department of Employment Services, Michelle Ruby is still out of work and is now fighting back.
Why file a lawsuit?
I feel like I'm out of resources, and I spent 3 full days and a half a day last week on the phone. I can't do it anymore. I'm not getting any answers. I just keep getting the runaround.
We know Ruby isn't alone in waiting for unemployment benefits in D.C.
The real frustration, is being told time and again when I finally do get through, to just be patient because they're having a lot of problems and they'll work out the kinks and it'll all be resolved, eventually in time.
It's crazy. It's been crazy. Trying to depend on friends and family, having your landlord, just looking over you, really needing this money. I've had my phone turned off a couple of times now.
In the lawsuit, Ruby claims she spent 30 hours on the telephone, emailing and watching webinars, and nobody can tell her when her benefits will arrive.
Either they don't know what's happening, they don't understand this computer system that they have, or they do know and they're just saying, if we tell people no enough, maybe they'll just stop calling us and some of them will get jobs and go away.
7 on Your Side has had success with the district's Department of Employment Services in resolving some of our viewers' unemployment issues, including Ron, who told us things have been squared away. Thanks for your efforts. Another viewer we helped says, "Thank you. I got paid all 9 weeks today." Scott Taylor, ABC 7 News.
Now, more than 118,000 people have filed for unemployment in D.C. just since March. And so far, the district has yet to respond to this lawsuit. You can see much more on Scott's investigations on WJLA.com. Just click on 7 on Your Side right there at the top of the home page. He's done a bang-up job in helping people get their money.
New numbers out today show another 837,000 Americans filed for first-time unemployment benefits last week. Back in July, Maryland froze 48,000 unemployment claims for possible fraud. That left thousands of legitimate claims in limbo. 7 on Your Side I-Team reporter Scott Taylor has been fighting to get them their benefits. And tonight, many are still waiting, but the state tells us benefits are on the way.
We need our money.
For months, 7 on Your Side has been talking to ABC 7 News viewers about their fight to obtain their unemployment benefits in Maryland, Virginia, and D.C.
It's beyond frustrating. I can't even tell you. I mean, it's affecting me.
Thousands on social media still battling the same issues. Nobody answering at call centers.
It takes sometimes whole day to get through.
Benefits approved, but the money doesn't show up.
Nobody ever responds, not by phone, not by email, and you're the only one that responds, Scott.
Agents at call centers can't resolve issues.
When I call in and I am successfully able to get through, they have no abilities to fix any problem.
Last July in Maryland, 48,000 potential fraudulent claims were frozen. 2,500 turned out to be legitimate, and now people like Sean Jones and Rhea Phillips, who were flagged, are still in limbo.
People are being evicted. People can't pay their bills. People need help with food. I don't know what else it would take for them to take this seriously as a gigantic problem.
2 months later, and still no money.
All I knew was there was no money in the account and they locked my account. I did not find out until 2 or 3 days later on the news what was going on.
Maryland isn't responding to our questions about its total numbers of outstanding claims. Virginia has 60,000 claims with issues, and the district got shortchanged by Congress by $755 million. Since May, 7 on Your Side has been helping viewers. I've forwarded more than 3,000 emails to all 3 labor departments. We just helped David Mosick in D.C.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have gotten any money if it wasn't for 7 on Your Side. I mean, I had no luck for months calling, emailing, and dealing with the website until a friend of mine said I should contact Scott Taylor. And yeah, within 3 days of contacting you, that guy called me.
Christina Ford in Maryland got her money too.
Oh, I think you guys are awesome. And like I said in the email, I just want to thank you personally and your team for just, helping the community, because like I said, no one was really prepared for this, but to know that, you guys are working adamantly every day to help the community is great. So thank you.
If you need help, reach out to me through email or on social media. I've taken all of my Zoom interviews with ABC 7 News viewers and posted them up along with my story on WJLA.com. You won't believe what you're about to hear. In Alexandria, Virginia, Scott Taylor, ABC 7 News.
Well, today, Scott at 7 on Your Side contacted Maryland. The state says both Sean Jones and Rhea Phillips' claims are now being processed. And we'll let you know when they get their money. If you need help, reach out to 7 on Your Side by emailing tips@WJLA.com.
The 7 on Your Side team is getting results for a family struggling to pay their bills.
Yeah, that single mother was one of 70,000 people right now in Virginia still waiting for unemployment benefits months after losing her job. Well, new right now, 7 on Your Side's I-Team investigator Scott Taylor shows the struggle that family faced in getting anyone to answer the phone and help.
It's gotten so financially difficult for Arlene Patel. Over the summer, she had to move her family into her grandparents' house in Fredericksburg, Virginia. The single mother of 2 laid off from her human resources job in July. She's stunned that for months, the Virginia Employment Commission hasn't given her a dime.
And usually it's a 2-week process. We're going on 4 months now. And so that's just been a little disconcerting.
Since May, I've responded to more than 4,000 ABC 7 viewers who haven't been able to collect their unemployment checks. Patel says VEC's online live chat designed to answer questions is another frustration.
I have not been able to get a hold of anyone at all via the live chat.
7 on Your Side is putting it to the test.
Okay, so we'll just go ahead and start the timer right now.
Okay.
Okay. And we'll see how long it takes.
While we wait, let's do a few dishes, plus some virtual classroom work with Patel's 5-year-old daughter. A little yard work, a breakout dance party, and let's start lunch.
And I got a message that says, all representatives are busy assisting other customers. Please try your requests later.
Why such a long wait? We tried to ask Virginia Governor Ralph Northam, but he declined our on-camera interview. We are 30 minutes in, and VEC is nowhere to be found.
Why is it taking months to still pay some people?
The delay centers around individuals who have claims where there's an issue that doesn't automatically grant them benefits. If someone is separated due to lack of work, we don't have to adjudicate that. They go right to eligibility and claiming weekly benefits. Those individuals who have had a situation where they've been discharged or they voluntarily quit employment, that's not an automatic award of benefits scenario, and we have to adjudicate that.
Lunch is finally ready.
His hair and his beard.
An hour is almost up. VEC hasn't answered any of Patel's questions.
And I feel like the process is designed for you to eventually give up.
Here's some good news. After leaving the Patels, I reached out to VEC, and within 24 hours, the state handed over thousands of dollars to this family. You can watch my entire interview with VEC on WJLA.com. Just look for my story. In Alexandria, Virginia, Scott Taylor, ABC 7 News.
Unfortunately, Scott does tell us there is no one trick that we can show you to get through to somebody at unemployment offices faster. But Scott and the 7 on Your Side team now have helped thousands of people already and are still actively helping other people, just like Patel. Now, in the district, Maryland and Virginia, if you have an issue, you can get in touch with us. If you need help, we have put the very best ways to contact Scott in this story on WJLA.com. You're also going to find his entire interview with Virginia's unemployment insurance director.